I don't drink alcohol.
I don't drink.
Hi, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
My routine to get ready on a Saturday night is I go take a shower like at 3 in the afternoon. The process starts early because you got to get ready. So you got to clean up, you shave, you get out of the shower and whatever. And then you got to do your hair, and then you got to pick out your outfit. You got to make sure you have your best clothes possible. You got the right shoes, right jeans, your best sweater if it's cold. If it's like nice out, you got to have like the right layers, and you just got to make sure you're looking good.
Guys, it's really difficult. You take a shower, and then you put deodorant on, and then clothes.
Yeah, that's always a safe bet.
Yeah, clothes.
How do I get ready to go out on a Saturday night? Definitely involves talking to my friends, seeing what they're wearing, because girls have to talk to each other, you know, make sure we're looking fine. Just picking out a cute top and getting dressed, and then start taking some shots of that liquid courage to go talk to some cute boys, hopefully.
I play music excessively. I just play it really loud, as loud as possible, and I start grooving. After I get out the shower, I'm in my towel. I start to two-step a little bit. I start to get myself prepared for the type of night I'm gonna have. And usually the music I listen to kind of determines, my night, how I'm gonna end up acting usually. So sometimes it's more mellow, sometimes it's pretty turned. It's a little too hype sometimes, but hey, it's just me.
A typical Saturday night for me involves interpretive dancing and a can of frosting.
My typical Saturday night, it pretty much ranges sometimes. Now being a junior and everything, I usually go out, I get turned, and being 21, I'm just turning 21. I'm, enjoying the luxuries of being able to get into that bar.
A typical Saturday night, it depends. Like if it's football season, the night usually start maybe 10, 11 a.m., You got to get ready for the game, you feel me? Have a drink or 2 or 3. You got to take a power nap right after the game too, get your energy for the night. And then yeah, St. Joseph, it ain't too much, but it's all we got.
My favorite places to go on a Saturday night would be, I've had a lot of fun at the Creams a couple times, had a lot of fun at the Powerhouse. Projects is usually a hit or miss for me because they're either really stingy and are kicking people out, or like they're letting everyone in and it's a really good time, so I've had it fun both ways.
Well, really the only place to go is Sal's.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, we go to the homie's house, we go to the Creams, every floor, 105, 201, 305.
All of them, yeah.
What up?
I mean, we definitely go to BP. We gotta keep those snacks.
Yeah.
Something that pisses me off about Bennie's and Johnnie's on Saturday nights is when I see them in the library. It's not so much that I get like angry, I'm just like sad angry that they don't have a life, that they're like in the library, not enjoying themselves like they could be.
I don't like when underclassmen get drunk and don't know how to handle themselves. I won't say underclassmen, just underage people. Like,
Yeah, I feel you.
if you know you're not old enough to drink, don't be belligerent.
I got you.
Yeah.
I don't like when you're out in town and you ask somebody their name and they give you an answer that's not what you asked. Like you ask a girl like, hey, how you doing? Like, my name's Kyle, what's your name? And she's like, I have a boyfriend. I'm like, I did not ask you. I asked you your name for the sake of like, I want to be on a first name basis. Like, I'm Kyle, you're whatever. So then you ask me that, and that pisses me off. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, you know what else? When you sit by somebody in class every day and they say nothing to you, but when they see you on the weekend,
wow,
best friends.
Best believe they give you the hugs.
Best friends.
Start following you on Twitter, Instagram, start liking your pics. But then you in class and they don't even give you the left or right. I'm like, that's dudes and girls actually.
Yeah.
So that's I don't like that.
Things I would like to see more of on Saturday nights. I do enjoy the JEC council events. Those are really fun. Like I went to Snakes Alive, kissed a lizard. Not many people can do that. That was awesome. I enjoy stuff like that. I like dances. I love dances, so they should have more organized dances because I think those are really cool too. But for the most part, our campus is pretty active. especially like on weekends. They give you a lot of resources and different things you can do on the weekends, and it's great.
I'd like to see a little bit more opportunities for everybody to be able to have fun. You know, I think there's so many ordinances and so many rules that don't allow underclassmen to have as much fun as the upperclassmen. You know, I turned 21 in the summer of my senior year, so that was 3 years. I didn't have anything to do. So, you know, I think it'll be good to have different places that people can go without the cops coming to shut everything down. So, you know, just more opportunities for people to have fun, I guess.
One thing I want to try yet on campus here is some Saturday night just go out into the Arboretum and just spend the night out there, just like being crazy or whatever, getting lost.
One thing that I want to do here at St. John's on a Saturday night that I haven't done yet is I want to streak the baseball field in St. Joe.
What I want to try on a Saturday night. I want to throw a kick-ass party in Clemens Stadium, and I want to DJ it from the press box, and I want everybody to be on that field just turning the fuck up. That would be awesome. I think that's something I always wanted to do.
The strangest thing I've seen on a Saturday night is I was walking somewhere and I just saw somebody's weave on the ground. Like somehow some girl's night like ended with her losing part of her hair and she didn't notice. It was on the ground. Maybe she got into a fight and some girl snatched her weave. I have no idea.
Another good time on a Saturday night was, you know, it's late and we're all like, me and some of my girlfriends were having a sleepover. It was gonna be super great and everything. We're all like getting all snuggled up in bed, you know, some on the futon, some in the bunks. Real good time. And then all of a sudden, someone breaks out the glow sticks and then just glow stick fights all over the place. And oh my gosh, it was so fun. Just like complete darkness and flying glow sticks everywhere. Super great. Do it.
Definitely not the craziest, but one of them, I guess. We were in my friend's room and we had a lot of soda that night. So, and I had Fun Dip with me, and there was a bunch of people that I didn't know there. And I was eating my Fun Dip. I was just chilling, just trying to enjoy it, red cherry Fun Dip. And they came over and they had like, hey man, you know what's really cool? What you can do with Fun Dip that's fun? I was like, eat it? And they're like, no, you have to snort it. And then, so he took my Fun Dip and made a few lines, so I felt like I had to snort it then. And he did it, and it seemed okay, but it's not fun at all. I thought I had a nosebleed, but it was just like red boogers from the powder.
Crazy, it's so many. I mean, getting kicked out of the bar.
Absolutely.
Having them call the police on us one time.
Yeah, that wasn't cool. I tried to fight the bouncer. That didn't end up too good. They called the cops on me. You know, that wasn't good. Cops took my ID. I didn't like that. That's not fun.
So the different type of drunks, if we're talking about girls here, you have the really clingy girls that are like, oh my God, I love you. I haven't seen you in forever. And it's like, you literally saw them earlier that day in class. Like, it's really not that big of a deal, but it's just a really big deal that they're seeing you at that time. So you have the really clingy, lovey girl drunk. You have the stripper drunk that just wants to, you know, grind on some guys and get all ratchet, and she's all like, oh hey honey, how you doing? And you know, she's getting all saucy with a bad self, and she's usually the one wearing like the least amount of clothing, like no matter like the temperature outside, she just is really just wanting to show it off, because when she's drunk she's all for that. So I think you got your clean and you got your stripper. You could have the emotional drunks, the ones that like cry over everything, where all of a sudden it's just like you're standing there and like someone like knocks into her and she spills her drink a little bit, and it's all of a sudden it's just and it's just like there's like not real tears, but they're like almost tears, and so it's just like right there.
There can be like an angry drunk where he's always yelling at you, get out, get out of my house, or not letting people in. Or just like there's a happy one, always laughing at everything, or the guy who's just like way too drunk, who doesn't know where he is, and he's just sitting on the couch, like staring at the wall, thinking that it's a person.
My Saturday night usually ends up, taking a Johnnie back to my room. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm totally kidding.
How does it end?
Waking up with regret.
Taking the 2 o'clock back to St. John's.
Yeah, or taking the early morning bus the next day.
Oh, you dog.
#turn. Ain't nobody safe.
This boy on a Saturday night turned.
I guess the library is pretty turned up on this. When I'm nose deep in my novels, my tasty reads.